Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I got some bad news. I pray everybody out there is doing alright. So there we were. I'm out here at this lot clearing these trees, and the excavator was tied up on a job digging a trench, and I finally got it out back from that job and pulled it down here, and everything was going along fine. I was laying and slaying these trees, doing some kung fu chops, uppercuts, hooks, jabs, throwing trees left and right, and I got a little too ahead of myself, and I left my 6 unprotected. And I was knocking some trees down, going up in the woods, and I went to back up, and I didn't look behind me like I should have, and by golly, somebody had stuck in habitus behind my machine. No, there was a tree that I had pushed down, but either I didn't lay it down all the way, or somehow or another it came back up, and I went to back up and swing my excavator back around, and I pushed that tree clean through my radiator, and it shut me down. So now, from my initial survey of the damage, I think I can repair it myself. It's just a matter of getting the parts and getting out here and putting all this stuff back together. Of course, it happened in the middle of the field, so I got to traverse through all these bushes to get out to it. I'm not looking forward to that, but I may bring the 941 out here and make me a path out to it, push some of these trees out the way. But I only got about an acre to go to get everything on the ground anyway, and then it's just a matter of cutting them up and disposing of them. But yeah, I'd put a knot in my gut when I saw that. But like I said, I immediately shut it down, went to Cat, got the parts that I think that I need. I looked at it, the hydraulic cooler, the radiator, of course, the door, a hose busted, and I think that's about it. The battery was good, the filter housing was good, but now I'm just got to get in there and get all those pieces off and get the new ones put on there. So that's the tree that got me. And like I said, I was working my way on up into there, and looks like I backed up, and I checked the camera when I first backed up, but took my eye off my 6 and backed into this thing. And that's the result. Busted that hose. Let's see, can you see the hole through the radiators? With that pink dot, almost looks like flesh covered in blood, but it's not. Nobody was injured, just significant damage to the machine. First thing you gotta do is get this door open, and right now it's jammed around this hood. See, I may just have to cut it out. It's not. The filter housing is still good. Just got to replace this hose. Now I'll run that down the cauliflower, get that made up real quick. This one it goes. All right. Doesn't look too involved. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that panel off. One, take this door. The screw on this stabilizer here is a 12. These are metric. Now hopefully I can get it without too much trouble. All right. Well, that's cool. one more hose to, well, two more hoses. This big one right here, which has a clamp on it, and then you get this one right there, which was, that was the 3/4, I believe. Get these little buggers off there. These clamps are 10mm. Yep, come on off there. I see you. All right. Well, that one was knocked out of its mounts, so all right. Let's get this one off and see what we're working with. Well, I could stand a cleaning, but no damage. No damage to the fan. And I'm missing the bushing. While I have this apart, I'll inspect and see if there's any further damage. Like I say, the fan is still good. The radiator, well, this radiator is good. This is for the coolant. Those other two were for the hydraulic fluid. Now, I see it doesn't take long for debris to gather back here. When I started this job, of course, that door has been bent, so I haven't been able to open it. But all these leaves and whatnot got in here since I've been on this job here. So I really haven't done much else with the machine. So now I'm gonna clean this out, wait for the new parts to come in, and looks like we'll be able to put it back together without too much hassle. Well, we got all the pieces off that were damaged, which is the cooler for the hydraulic fluid, this radiator, and you see where the tree shot through it. Nice big hole, peekaboo. And then the right side door. Yeah. Yeah. All for not paying attention. And I wasn't necessarily rushing. Like I said, I just wasn't paying attention to what was behind me. So we'll get these parts on order. When they come in, we'll get them installed back on and get back to work. All right, folks, we're back out at the excavator. We got the new parts in from Cat. Got the new thumb, and that's the new panel. But I'm gonna leave these on the trailer for right now, because I don't need them to get the machine back in operation. And we got almost and that's the cooler for the hydraulic fluid. But the condenser for the AC didn't come in. That'll come in tomorrow. So I'll get this reinstalled, get the hydraulic hoses hooked back up, put the hydraulic fluid back in there, and see if I can at least get the machine out of the woods there and back up here on a hard surface. Then I'll put the rest of these pieces on. So right now, let's get this hydraulic cooler installed. That's in there. I better tighten this one up before I put that bracket back on there. All right, that's on there. I reckon I'll go ahead and put the door on, because really not much else I can do until I get that other cooler. That's a condenser for the AC. It'll be here tomorrow, so they say. Get on there. Let's fill this hydraulic tank back up. All right, come on for there. So small. Last thing I want to do is spill more. Not that I'm doing much better that way, but now the tank is reading full, but I know that there's some has to go into the system, so I'm gonna start it, let it cycle through and run it through the paces, and we'll see how much this drops down, and then I'll add more hydraulic fluid to it. All right, so I checked all the hoses are tight, no leaks. Let's see if we can get it fired up. Oh, gotta turn the master power on. Let's go see what that fluid level is doing. And like I expected, she shot down to half. And like I'm gonna run it through all its paces and functions and see if it drops down some more. And then if it's good, if I still got, if it doesn't drain all of it out, I'll see if I can move it out of this hole up on a hard surface, because it's supposed to get some rain tomorrow. And I don't want to work in this mud. Significant drop, so I think we're good to move it on out of the spot where it's been sitting the last week or so, and move it up on a harder surface. Everything seems to be working fine. It's not making any funny noises. I think we're good. Just get that condenser tomorrow, put that on, and we'll be good to go.